Parliament today united to hit out at Pakistan for interfering in India's internal affairs. The Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh made it very clear Burhan Wani was a terrorist. He had about 15 cases, including murder and attempt to murder, registered against him, and that he was inciting the youth at Pakistan's behest to take to terror. Now, leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Ghulam Nabi Azad, he also hit out at Pakistan, but at the same time, Ghulam Nabi Azad accused the government of excessive use of force. So many people had lost their eyesight in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Kashmir Valley in the recent unrest. He said, be harsh when it comes to terrorists, but be soft when it comes to your own people. The Union Finance Minister, Arun Jaitley, he called this a fight between the country and the separatists. India today united against Pakistan-sponsored terror.
पाकिस्तान सबसे आगे है, उसका कितना हाथ है?
हमारे पड़ोसी देश ने कभी भी यह स्वीकार नहीं किया कि कश्मीर घाटी भारत का एक हिस्सा है.
A rare confluence of opinion on the usually contentious Kashmir issue. The government and opposition speaking with one voice as far as Pakistan meddling in the valley is concerned.
हमारे देश के अंदर जो हालात हैं, उन पे कितना असर है? एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस जिनमें पाकिस्तान सबसे आगे है, उसका कितना हाथ है?
यह बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है कि जब से यह देश आजाद हुआ और बंटवारा हुआ, हमारे पड़ोसी देश ने कभी भी यह स्वीकार नहीं किया कि कश्मीर घाटी भारत का एक हिस्सा है.
The bonhomie sparked after Prime Minister Modi's outreach to opposition on key pending bills, including GST, paved the way for a full-fledged debate on Kashmir. In Rajya Sabha, Congress attacked the state and central government over handling of the Kashmir situation, forcing the government to defend the BJP-PDP government.
आम जनता को उसी तरह से ट्रीट करें जिस तरह से मिलिटेंट्स को ट्रीट करें. सर, मिलिटेंसी के खत्म करने के लिए हम आपके साथ, लेकिन कश्मीर में आम जनता के साथ इस तरह का स्वभाव हो, सलूक हो, मुझे माफ कीजिए, हम उसमें शामिल नहीं होना चाहेंगे आपके साथ.
यह सामान्य स्थिति बिगड़ने का मूल कारण यह गठबंधन नहीं था. इस स्थिति को बिगड़ने का मूल कारण टेलीविजन पर दिल्ली में कोई कार्यक्रम आ जाए और जिन लोगों से हमारा मतभेद है वो लोग उस कार्यक्रम की चर्चा में शामिल हो जाएं. केवल उसकी वजह से स्थिति बिगड़ गई, ये अपने आप को हम धोखा देने का प्रयास न करें.
मैंने स्वयं अपनी तरफ से कहा कि मैक्सिमम रेस्ट्रेंट एक्सरसाइज की जानी चाहिए.
Apart from Pakistan, the Congress also hit out at Bangladeshi writer Taslima Nasreen and Baloch activist Tariq Fateh for fomenting communal discord.
तस्लीमा नसरीन बांग्लादेश से निकाल दिया इस्लाम के खिलाफ लिखने के लिए, कुरान के खिलाफ लिखने के लिए. हमने शरण दे दी ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड पे, हमने दी. लेकिन आज टेलीविजन बहस में क्या बोलती? वही पेट्रोल लेके आ जाती है और डालती.
तो ऑप्शन बड़ी स्पष्ट.
As the centre defends its stand on taking on the unrest in the valley, cracks seem to have appeared in the ruling coalition in Srinagar. Senior PDP leader Muzaffar Hussain Beg slamming the death of Hizbul terrorist Burhan Wani, even attacking the security agencies.
Enforcement agencies are misleading their own government. They are misleading the public opinion. The situation is much worse and it did not have been. I think that Burhan could have been easily arrested. It was not done.
Whenever an incident like this happens, the concerned agencies also use this opportunity for introspection and for analysis, which of course will be done in due course of time. But what is important right now is that all of us join together in this fight against terror.
As SPARC prepares to observe a black day to fan unrest in the valley, the political class will need to bury their differences. Bureau Report, India Today.
The 10th day of agitation in Jammu and Kashmir, the valley remained paralyzed. Massive deployment across the valley. Now, such is the anger, a PDP MLA was targeted by the angry protesters. But that's not all. An alarming new aspect is that several Kashmiri Pandit workers, they've already begun leaving the valley. They fear being targeted. These are those Kashmiri Pandits who'd actually returned to the valley after an assurance both from the state and the central government. But several say they are not only being targeted by stone pelters, but they fear the situation may just deteriorate. Our Srinagar and Jammu bureaus with this report.
Empty streets, barricaded roads, shops shut. The silence in the valley is haunting. 10 days after terrorist Burhan Wani was killed in an encounter, Kashmir is still on the edge. The curfew only agitating protesters further. As violence continued in Kashmir, PDP MLA Khalil Band was injured in clashes in Pulwama on Monday. The lawmaker was on his way to Srinagar when he was attacked by stone pelters. The death toll has mounted to 42. The schools are shut. Centre has rushed 20 more companies of the CRPF to the valley. But normalcy is nowhere in sight. Amid the continued violence, many Kashmiri Pandit families residing in Kashmir have migrated to Jammu. They claim calls are being made in public places in the valley to attack Pandits.
हम किस हाल में यहाँ पर आए हैं वो हम जानते हैं जो क्लेम्स करती है गवर्नमेंट कि कश्मीरी पंडित ने और हम तो हैरान है न सेंटर ने न स्टेट ने हमारी कोई सुध ली
Government placed us in Kashmir for the last 6 years. And again we have been victimized. Again we have become scapegoats. We are always being victimized. Why we Kashmiri Pandits always go through the same passage?
Alleging attacks, Kashmir Pandits have started protest, seeking immediate evacuation. The centre says it's committed towards their cause and that it will ensure the safety of Pandits stranded in Kashmir.
No, it's been reiterated time and again. The government and also the society is committed to ensure absolute protection and security for the Kashmiri Pandit community in the valley.
As the valley continues to simmer, the question remains, what will it take for the situation in the valley to come back to normal? Bureau Report, India Today.
At this point of time, there is a heated debate. Should pellet guns be used at all to control riots? Is it a riot control weapon? Now, Ghulam Nabi Azad, leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, he says pellet guns should not be used. That is disproportionate use of force. At the same time, security forces say when tear gas shells fail, when chili grenades fail to deter a mob, and when hundreds of stone pelters come charging, instead of using an AK-47 assault rifle to stop the mob, a pellet gun is an effective riot control weapon, not just in India, but across the world. Rajnath Singh, the Union Home Minister, today in Parliament, he said they will look into this matter, they will investigate. But security forces say a pellet gun is a very effective riot control weapon. Petrol bombs hurled at security forces camps. Intense stone pelting in several parts of the valley. And security forces respond to disperse the stone pelters. First, using tear gas shells, then chili grenades, and ultimately the much criticized pump-action pellet gun. Pump-action gun is an anti-riot weapon across the world. Those who say don't use this, how else do you control mobs who hurl stones at you in large numbers? You can't ensure that your weapon stays safe, that your body stays safe, that you and your men stay safe. In that condition, CRPF officials tell us an anti-riot weapon, this pump-action gun that fires cartridges, is the only weapon of rights that they have. The pellet guns have come in for severe criticism after several people lost their vision. By some accounts, more than 100 surgeries have been carried out.
See, right now she's got lid injuries also, right? So once the lid injuries heal up, we'll try to do something for the patient. As of now, there's a double perforation both eyes. Visual prognosis is real poor. We might bring this patient to AIMS later on, but not at this stage.
Some of the victims of the pellet guns apparently were not even agitating, like Insha, a 14-year-old class 10 student.
जी हम अपने घरों में बैठे थे तो अचानक हमें गोलियों की आवाज़ सुनाई दी, तो अचानक लोग घरों से बाहर निकल आए। ये जो बच्ची थी तो अचानक एक गोली आ गई खिड़की की ओर और इसके माथे पे लग गई।
Lawyers and rights activists have hit out at the pellet guns, calling it disproportionate use of force. However, security forces say pellet guns were specifically bought to prevent fatalities and are used world over as riot control weapons.
This non-lethal weaponry, like this particular gun, the pump-action gun, which is used, is causing a huge amount of trouble. So the question once again arises, have we learned lessons after facing so many situations of unrest in the valley? Has there been any attempt to prepare the security forces to deal with law and order situations in a manner which perhaps would cause less casualties and less trouble for the people?
Though the security forces chose not to speak on record, sources told India Today that pellet guns are their penultimate response to rioters attacking security forces or sensitive installations. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh said the government will look into allegations of disproportionate use of force when it came to pellet guns.
हमें नहीं चाहेंगे कि हम कोई जितना हम वाटर कैनन का प्रयोग कर सकते हैं, टीयर गैस का प्रयोग कर सकते हैं क्राउड के ऊपर, तो वह करना चाहिए। माने यदि वायलेंट यदि कोई माब रहता है उसे रोकने के लिए एक डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्रीज में यह सब चीजें होनी चाहिए। तुरंत बुलेट्स का प्रयोग करना यह उचित नहीं है।
With Shujaul Haq in Srinagar, Gaurav Sawant, India Today. I now want to shift focus to the other India First story. How do we make our country safer for women? Why are we raising this issue? 4 years after Nirbhaya's gang rape, two horrifying incidents have yet again shocked the nation. Protests have broken out against the brutal rape and murder of a minor in Ahmednagar. A 20-year-old rape survivor was raped by the same men who raped her 4 years ago. As the clamor for stringent laws grows, the question over women's safety continue to haunt India.
डिपार्टमेंट अधिकारी करून लावला असता त्यांनी
4 years have passed since the Nirbhaya rape case shook the nation, but nothing seems to have changed. Horrifying incidents of rape from Haryana and Maharashtra have put India to shame again. In a shocking incident in Haryana's Rohtak, a 21-year-old has been raped, not once, but twice by the same monsters.
जो सुबह लड़की गई थी कॉलेज और ये 1 बजे वहाँ से छुट्टी करके आ रही थी, तो रास्ते में वो लड़कों ने मतलब उठा लिया मेरी लड़की को, और हम मतलब 4 बजे से ढूंढ रहे थे लड़की को, कहीं नहीं मिली। वो 4 बजे तक कभी बाहर रहती नहीं थी, तो 6 बजे हमें मतलब ये कोई कहीं झाड़ियों में पड़ी हुई है।
They raped her brutally 3 years ago and then were let off on bail, back on the streets. The same beasts hunted her down and raped her again. The rape survivor, last seen by her family on Wednesday, didn't return home after college. A day later, she was found unconscious in the roadside bushes.
ये 2 बंदे बेल पे आए हुए थे, इन्होंने इनकी बेल कैंसिल करवाई जाए और इनको साथ जितना भी सख्त से सख्त कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाए, यही हम शासन और प्रशासन से निवेदन चाहते हैं।
A shocker from Haryana's Rohtak. 5 men gang raped a 21-year-old once again after 3 years to force her to withdraw her initial case. Stringent laws have clearly proven toothless in deterring these monsters.
In Ahmednagar in Maharashtra, a 15-year-old's life was snuffed out by 3 men. Protests have broken out after the minor was gang raped and brutally murdered in Kopardi village. Angry villagers asked the visiting local MLA, what if it was your daughter? Cops have arrested the 3 accused, but justice is nowhere in sight. However, a political face-off has been set in motion.
मैं समझता हूँ कि ये इतनी बड़ी गंभीर घटना होने के बाद ही बावजूद भी मुख्यमंत्री ने जो अनास्था दिखाई है, असंवेदनशीलता दिखाई है, जाने का उन्होंने प्रयास भी नहीं किया है वह जाने के लिए, उन्होंने राज्य की जनता की माफी मांगनी चाहिए.
Despite toughened laws, raised awareness and increased clamour for clampdown on rapists, the ugly face of the rape culture haunts the nation. The question is, will India's daughters ever be safe again? Bureau Report, India Today.